M0FXB, welcome to my videos on the iRadio UV98, also the Radtel 880. Well, you're seeing it now in scope mode, looks very cool, doesn't it? Anyway, you've got two antennas on this device. The middle antenna is what we use when we're in radio mode, it's receive only. So you press this and we go into the receive only thing. And the way you cycle round, you're in this, we're in this menu at the moment. You can preset channels. We'll do a video on that. Is you hold down the hash and it will change you to the different frequency ranges in your receive middle antenna selections, okay? And to change the mode, just briefly press the hash and it changes it. AM, FM, actually not FM, AM, CW, up sideband, lower sideband. So that's receive only. It's using the SI4372 chip, same chip you get in this, and in this, and all the Quashang boards that we've been modifying. Anyway, to come out of that, just press it like so. And we're now in the normal receive and transmit of the radio. That's the key difference here. We're using this antenna, this connector, and of course we can add external antennas, and now we can receive and transmit. So there's my GB3WR M0FXB test, and I've already set some memories in there, which is great. But the key thing, the reason for this video is to show you that you do have to change what bands, frequencies you're going to be using when you use the three, okay? So up here it says 64 to 620, and that is a selectable item that you have to change if you go outside of those bands. So you can see we can go up to 620, which is great because we can type in things like 50 megahertz in VFO mode. Let me show you how to get to VFO mode. Just press the hash.
Zone mode.
Listen to the radio. Zone is basically channel mode, but within zones.
Frequency mode.
That's the normal one where you just type frequencies. That's the one we're going to use the most.
Channel mode.
And that's preset channels of every channel in the radio, not in zones.
Zone mode. Channel mode.
So in VFO,
Zone mode. Frequency mode.
when it says frequency mode, that is VFO. We can type in things like, let's just try one, 050770, and it does work. Now, have you noticed that didn't go in? Yeah, but I can take it from me that 70 megahertz does work, and so does 50 megahertz. So 0, and I've tried it on transmit, and it does transmit. That's gone in 4 meter band. Okay. Now, of course, you need the right antenna, and I'm not the ham radio police. I'm not doing all this spurious checking thing and then slating the Chinese manufacturers. Right. Okay. So let's show you the point of this video. Menu.
Basic settings.
Then we're going to go to enter and go to all the way down very quickly to 17. Now you can set a shortcut. 17, work range. That's what I'm going to call this video, the working range. And this is of the transmit side of the radio. Select. You only get these 3 bands. You do not get HF. You do not get CB, upper sideband, lower sideband. You do get normal CB, FM, and I think AM as well. I'll have a quick look at that. But look, so if we change now to 18 to 64 megahertz and then select, the radio reboots. And it tells you to put the right antenna in, which is sensible. It automatically comes on.
Frequency mode.
And you can actually change this. But anyway, now if we try and you can see CB is there straight away. Look, I'm just going to show you that it does transmit. I did notice there was an AM FM set. I'll try that in a minute, see if that does change. But firstly, we'll go menu.
Basic settings.
And then we'll go to, actually no, we'll just try and type in 50 megahertz. So we'll go 050770. It's in there. Look, I'm not really transmitting. I'm pressing the button and letting go straight away. So it works. 070 and then 250. No, it won't work in that range, but take it from me, 4 meters does work. So you're getting the idea. In this one, we can do CB. We can do 10 meters. 0 to 8 500. Sorry, that wasn't 28. 0 to 8 500. So that's FM, CB. You can see it's 10 meter band. So let's just see if it will go to AM, and then we'll end the video. We'll go menu.
Basic settings.
And we'll go into channel settings, and we're going to quickly shoot down because I saw this earlier. I saw AM, FM. There it is there. but it does say receive, look. So let's choose AM and back out. So we are in AM, and it when you transmit, it goes to FM. Do you see that? So, but you can switch it to AM receive, so that's well worth knowing. So thanks for watching my channel, and of course I've made lots of videos on this already, and I'm always learning, but to me this is one of the best radios to ever come out of China. I hope that the harmonics are fine, so that we don't get all the radio police completely slating these radios, which they may as well have done for the last 30 years, because harmonics, you're always going to find harmonics in radios. It's whether those harmonics are strong enough and powerful enough and near enough to actually affect anything. Because these radios have been out, in my opinion, these Bofungy type radios, have been out for 30, I'm saying 30, could be 25, whatever, yeah? I've never heard of a problem. I'm not saying there can't be a problem, and you should always transmit within your licensing conditions. I know that, yeah? But if there are zero problems, why is so much time spent by YouTubers slating the radios that have got harmonics? How about test a radio, yeah? Email the manufacturers and say, look, I've been doing some tests. Please could you you know, have a look at your whatever firmware, and they can talk to the authorities because it's a licensed activity, instead of making YouTube videos that completely slate manufacturers who ultimately actually want to just do want to do the right thing. These radios are going through all the FCC and all that kind of stuff, and in the UK and in the world, there's all these different bodies that are in place to test and check and make sure that these radios can be sold in all the different countries. Let them do their job. This is a hobby to have fun, not to become ham radio police. 7-3.